Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Avanti Morocha. Today I'll share all the information you need to know about the xTool F1 laser machine. This machine has two lasers, a 10-watt diode laser and a 2-watt infrared laser. Today I'll show you the unboxing, the installation process, some of its features, and I will make some test projects. Before I start, I want to thank xTool for sponsoring this video. All the opinions in this video are my own. I'll start the unboxing. Here is the laser machine and here is the purifier. You can buy the laser standalone or buy it as a combo with the purifier. If you're planning to work from home, I recommend getting the purifier. I'll also show you these two extensions that you can buy separately or as part of a combo. I'll start by unboxing the xTool F1. Here are some examples of the things you can make with this machine. The first thing you'll see is the manual, available in multiple languages including English and Spanish. Also, you'll find this lint-free cloth. Inside you'll find a few boxes and the machine. As you can see, everything is well packaged. Now I'll show you everything that comes inside the boxes. Here is the pipe and also a replacement key. In this box you'll find the material pack to practice and also the black working panel. Here is the power adapter. And in the last box you'll find the power cable and a USB cable. There was also some grease inside the pipe. I'll remove the packaging tape and foam. Inside the foam, you'll find the base plate and the L-shaped positioning piece. Now I'll open the purifier. Here is the user manual, the adapter. Inside you will find a small box and the purifier. You'll also find two replacement filters. Inside the box you'll find the pipe adapter, the power cable, a USB cable and a pipe. The first thing to do is to read the user manual. Now I'll show you more of the laser structure. The green case is the protective enclosure. This is the smoke outlet. I will remove the fill lens protector. Do it when you're going to use the laser. Here is the emergency stop switch. In the other side you'll find a knob and a framing button. At the bottom you'll find an extension port and a USB port. In the back you'll find the power switch, the power port, a reserve port, the smoke purifier port, and finally the key. This piece is really important. If it's not in place, the machine won't work. The machine comes with a spare key. Now I'll show you how to connect the xTool F1 to the purifier. Place the end of the pipe to the smoke outlet and the other end goes to the purifier. If you don't have a purifier, put it to the outside. If you want, you can place the pipe that comes with the purifier in this outlet and the other end to the window. This is totally optional. I am going to initiate the setup process, connect the power cable and plug in the machine. Ensure the emergency stop switch is not pressed and that the key is properly inserted in the back. I'm going to download the software from xtool.com/software based on my operating system. I'm downloading the one for Mac OS. Open the file and place it in your applications. Look for the software in your applications and run it. Agree to the terms and conditions. The installation process was really quick. Here it shows me what's new in xTool created space. Now I am in the program. Now I'll connect the device. I have the laser machine connected to my computer with the USB cable. Click on Connect Device. As you can see, my machine is showing. I got a pop-up message that showed me that there is a new firmware update. Installing the update took about 1 minute and 15 seconds. Now that the firmware update is complete, click on Confirm. I'll connect the machine to my house Wi-Fi. During this process, the machine needs to be connected with the USB to the computer. Click on Settings, type your network and password. Now that is complete, you can disconnect the USB cable. Keep in mind you can also use the xTool F1 with your mobile device. Now I'll share some specifications. The working area is 4.53 by 4.53 inches, equivalent to 11.5 by 11.5 centimeters. The machine can reach a speed of up to 4,000 millimeters per second when engraving. It weighs 4.6 kilograms, equivalent to 10 pounds, making it very portable. You can use the diode laser with wood, acrylic, leather, glass, rug, and more. And you can use the infrared laser for stainless steel, gold, silver, platinum, aluminum, and more. Now I'll show you some of the projects I made using the xTool F1. The first thing I'll make is the wooden coaster. I'm created the space and this is an SVG file. My xTool F1 is connected via Wi-Fi. Keep the setting for laser flat since I'm using a flat piece of material. The material is the wood coaster. Here you'll find a list of materials that already have preset settings. Click on Use Autofocus. This will bring the red and blue line to the same point. If you want to see the settings, select the image. As you can see, it's set for engraving, and I'll be using the default settings for this material. I should have placed the material before the autofocus, but it's not a big deal. I'll use the knob in the machine to set the focus manually. You can also go back to the program and click on autofocus again. Now click on Framing. This shows you the area where the engraving is going to be. Now click on Stop Framing. Click on Process. Here you'll see a pre-visualization. Click on Start. Push the knob indicator. I fast forwarded this part of the video. The process of engraving this piece took about 2 minutes. Here is the result. To my liking, it's too light. I need to play with the settings if I want to get a darker engraving. I engraved the other side. This time I did 2 passes and it looks better. Keep in mind, the darker you want it, the more time it'll take. Now I'll use the rock coaster. I'm using the default settings for this material. I fast forwarded this part of the video. The process of engraving this piece took 1 minute and 40 seconds. The engraving in this material looks great. The only thing I'll change is the thickness of the stroke in my design. Now I'll be engraving a business card. This material is also part of the material pack. I fast forwarded this part of the video. The process of engraving this piece took 40 seconds. It came out really good. Now I'm using the black business card to engrave a photo. I'm not a fan of engraving photos, I just did it because I want to try it. The engraving process took 9 minutes. The result is going to vary based on your image quality and the contrast. I still need to play more with the settings and maybe use a photo with more contrast. Now I'll engrave this dog tag. I fast forwarded this part of the video. The process of engraving this piece took 1 minute and 40 seconds. It looks really good. It's time to engrave this leather patch. I'm using the default settings for this material. I fast forwarded this part of the video. The process of engraving this patch took 1 minute and 20 seconds. And as you can see, it looks fantastic. Time to engrave and cut acrylic. When testing this machine, I think it works better when you remove the protective layer from the acrylic. When using the xTool F1 for cutting, you should use the black working panel. I fast forwarded this part of the video. The process of engraving and cutting this piece took 1 minute and a half. It is important to mention that the xTool F1 can only engrave and cut opaque acrylic. Here you can see the result is great. When using the xTool with the protected enclosure completely closed and the purifier, the smell is almost unnoticeable. Now I'll cut wood. Since this is a bigger piece, I won't be able to close the machine. Here it will smell a little more, but as long as you have the purifier on, the smell should be kept to the minimum. Remember, this is a small machine and it doesn't produce that much smoke. Keep in mind the smell is going to vary based on the wood you are using. I fast forwarded this part of the video. The process of cutting this piece took 2 minutes and a half, and the result is great. Now I'll show you some projects using these attachments. Stay tuned to my channel, I'll make another video showing you in more detail how to use these attachments. For this tumbler I'm using the Ra2 Pro attachment. The process of engraving this tumbler took 14 minutes. I did 2 passes, one with the diode laser and the other with the infrared laser. This attachment works wonderful if you want to engrave tumblers or cylindrical pieces like rings. I used the slide extension to cut a large piece of wood. I fast forwarded this part of the video. The process of cutting these pieces took 7 minutes and 40 seconds. The cuts look perfect, but it took some time. And finally, I used the slider extension to engrave these wooden cups that I have in my studio. The plus of using the slider is that you increase your working area. Overall, I'm really happy with the engraving and cutting of this machine, and I love that it doesn't take so much space and is portable. I hope you like this video and find it informative. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. If you are interested in this machine, I'll share the links where you can buy it in the info box below the video. If you are new to my channel and you like what you see, hit the subscription button, tap the notification bell so you get informed every time I release a new video. Don't forget to visit my blog, follow me on my social media, like this video and share it with your loved ones. See you soon! Ciao, ciao!